Natural singer versus a trained singer. Now, a natural singer, what's the definition of a natural singer? This is what I want to make clear. A natural singer doesn't mean someone that can sing anything. It doesn't mean it's the best singer in the world. To me, natural means that you have a set level of ability that makes you sound like you are a good singer. You are at a proficient level. You're able, you could do a show and you would sound good. That's what natural would mean to me. Natural means usually you're on pitch. That's the main part. It doesn't mean that you have an incredible vibrato, you have a really good runs, you have a really nice falsetto, you can sing really high. To me, it means you can sing on pitch. That's what I would say natural means. What most people think natural means. Oh, there's something about their voice. Usually, the person's on pitch. Now, how are they natural? How are they on pitch like that? That is a genetic gift, I think. It is an ability to hear whether you are on pitch or not, and then to correct yourself whether you are on pitch or not. So it's two areas. It's hearing yourself and the actual voice, what the muscles can do. Because some people can hear themselves that they're off, which is natural ability, but they can't fix themselves, which is kind of weird, but it's true. I've seen it. It's common. They know they're bad, but they can't fix it. Now the natural knows they're bad and they can fix it, or maybe they're never bad because their hearing is so good and their vocal muscles are so good that they do it right the first time, and then they practice to improve it, and maybe they go off sometimes and they build it up over their childhood, and by the time you see them sing, maybe if they're a child already, they've been doing it for a few years, they already sound really good, they're already really in pitch. Now, that's not to say that they can't improve. They can get better than where they are, and they probably have a sticking point where they can't hear things. Maybe they can't hear really fast vibrato and they can't do it. Maybe they can't hear really fast runs and they can't do it. So there's always maybe they have a difficulty with a particular part, maybe singing high, maybe falsetto. I've seen natural singers like this. They sing great in pitch, but they always have one or two weak spots where they can always get better. And when I say weak spot, I don't mean weak as in they're a really bad singer. They're usually a beautiful singer, but weak in the sense that they're not like Mariah Carey, or they're not like Wanya from Boyz II Men, or any of Boyz II Men. Weak in that sense, as in they could improve to that level if they applied themselves. Which brings me to the trained singer. A trained singer, it doesn't necessarily have to have started from unnatural. They could have been a natural that further trained and then became incredible and became the highest level of singers. Or they could have been an absolute beginner who could not even do pitch in the beginning and then trained. So once someone trains, you can't really tell whether they were natural or not without asking them, without speaking to them and knowing their story, maybe hearing their recordings from when they were younger. Otherwise, it's hard to tell the difference between a trained and a natural singer once they've done the training. Okay, so once anyone's done the training, me for example, I had bad pitch when I started and I was not natural and I needed help to be able to be on pitch. I had to be shown either by theories in books and using a piano or using some type of software or something, but I needed to be told in some way that I wasn't right. So I was not a natural singer. But now you can't tell that I'm trained, that I'm natural, that I wasn't. You can't tell that I wasn't natural now because I've trained. So what training does is it builds you so that you sound like you're natural. It sounds easy for you, which is what I think we think natural is. So now when I sing, it sounds like it's easy. I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Yeah. It sounds like it's not hard. I can just do it, right? I just woke up. This is my wake up voice. I'm just singing it. It's not, I didn't need to warm anything up or anything. And I wasn't really struggling. seems like it comes natural, but it really was hundreds of hours of training. So the natural singer is someone that trains, but they don't need feedback from someone, and they usually have great pitch to begin with. They don't need help with pitch, so no one ever saw them as someone that never sang well. So people near them might know that they get better when they train and practice maybe the harder elements or the elements that they're weak at, but generally they were never seen as being a bad singer because their pitch was always great because they had that ear and muscle capability already kind of there, already coordinated. Whereas the trained singer, people that know them, maybe their teachers or people that grow up with them, know that they were really weak at pitch to begin with and they had to develop their pitch. Okay. I don't know how many of these stories are. I don't know how many people developed a way for trained singers if they couldn't sing, if they were tone deaf and couldn't do pitch in the beginning. I don't know if there's teachers that know how to teach these kind of people. I definitely do. I figured out a way to do it. I'm sure there's other teachers out there that know how to do it as well, that help people correct pitch. And if you're one of these naturals or trained and you want help with either of these, go to rnbsinginglessons.com and you can see what my lessons are like and all that kind of stuff and all my details. Or you can check the description below. And tell me what you think about natural and trained singers. And that's what I think the difference is. Anyone can be trained to get better. And natural is just someone that already sort of doesn't need that initial pitch training. They already have that training, and maybe they're already good at vibrato or something else like that too, or maybe they're already good at runs. Everyone's got a different level, and even sometimes some people have a zero. They have like almost no capability. Okay, and they're the people that need the most training. And the naturals usually have maybe already they got 70% of the skills already in place, and all they need is the next 30% to become world class. All right, I hope this gives you some insight as to what I think about natural and trained versus trained singers, and I'll see you next time. I'm Rashad.